My name is Todd Ford. I am from Atoka, Oklahoma. I went to East Central University in Ada, and I now live in Crum, Texas. And I'm here today for the live paint session. Most people, as far as the live paint interaction, were, I guess, hesitant to ask me questions, maybe because my back was turned. But questions were totally welcome, and most people were very nice, extremely courteous, and very gracious. So yeah, it was an awesome experience. I think I became a painter around age 12 for a couple of years, and once I got in high school, stopped painting, still took art classes, and didn't really start painting again until college. Majored in art and became an art teacher, and then stopped painting again, and then started again a few years later. My real job, my day job, is high school art teacher, and that most definitely impacts my nighttime job, painting, drastically. Some days, no energy to go to the studio to paint, and some days I have to make myself paint. It's always enjoyable to a degree. Some days it's more of a job to make myself actually sit down at the canvas and paint, but it's a passion. I'm driven to do it, so I wish there were more hours in the day to do both, but you have to make do with what you have. So, well, I would say one thing my students have taught me as far as being an artist is that it's refreshing to see a high school art student get really excited about the completion of a piece or the success of a piece with no external motivators as far as, will the gallery like this piece? Will this piece sell? How will this piece be received? So that's one thing. It's taught me to reconnect with that primal urge to create and be successful with that. Self-satisfaction. Well, it's all about, there's only 24 hours in the day, and some of that time is devoted to kids, wife, normal household duties, taking care of kids, and then whatever time is left over or whatever time I can squeeze in, I try to make the most of each day as far as time management and trying to stretch myself as thin as possible and still stay in one piece. Well, what I hope to accomplish ultimately is a marked difference between the starting point and the ending point. Some type of change, hopefully for the better, and maybe more progression as far as maturity and imagery, and just mastery of the technique. I don't know if I have convinced myself now that I'm a fine artist. I know that I put paint on canvas and I move it around, I blend it, and I try to make imagery that has some type of impact. I don't know if that's enough to be an artist, to really be an artist. I'm not changing the world with anything that I paint. I don't have lofty ideals or concepts. I'm painting very ordinary objects. Well, I think if you want to be an artist, you have to convince yourself that that's a passion that you have, and you have to devote the time. As far as being an artist to make money, if that's your goal, you need to stick with your vision. It takes a lot of hard work, a lot of time, a lot of energy. If you want to be an artist just for the satisfaction of being an artist, probably a little less pressure if you take that direction, but it still takes dedication and hard work.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
Did you have any questions for Todd?
Why are his ears so big?
Maybe because the rest of my face and head is out of proportion.